Hello YouTubers. Well, today I have two reviews, updates I should say. First of all, one of them I finally I moved one of the lines to Cricket, and this is what I did. This is the HTC One SB. It normally sells for $249 at Cricket stores. So what I did, I actually ended up getting this from a friend that he recently purchased this phone, and he only used it for a month. So technically speaking, this is a brand new phone. And because he doesn't know how to use smartphones, he's used to the old flip phones. So he says, you know what, I'm going to sell my phone, I don't know what to do with it. So I saw the opportunity to buy it from him. So he actually sold me his phone for $119. Yeah, that is correct. $119 for this phone. It's the HTC One SB. Normally this phone sells for $249 at the Cricket store, and right now they have a promotion which you still pay $249, but they give you a rebate, and you're still paying $179 after rebates and plus tax, I mean. And so this phone is a very good phone. It's very smooth. It scrolls very smooth for everything. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put the locking code. I'm sorry. There you go. As you can see, it acts real fast. No problems with when it comes to opening the applications. It responds right away. See, as you can see. Okay, so all of this is real quick. So as you can see, no problem. Okay, so if you want to buy a phone, if you want to move to Cricket, it's buy it off from their stores. I think me got lucky, and I got technically speaking a brand new phone for a fraction of the cost. The service, it will cost me $51 for a 2.5 gigabyte of full speed data, and like I said, they'll charge you $15 for to open the account. Other than that, good reception, no problem so far. And the other two phones that I was gonna move one to Virgin Mobile, but like I said, Metro also had another special. I purchased this other phone. It's the Galaxy Exhibit. I purchased two of them. By the time you watch this video, probably the promo will be over. But these phones, they're giving you, after rebates, is costing you only $29. Okay, this is a smaller phone, but I can tell you one thing: this phone, you can compare it to a Galaxy S2 when it comes to speed and everything else. I didn't find anything wrong with this phone. Well, I take that back. The only thing that I did find wrong with this phone is that memory. They only have 1 gigabyte of memory, but you can add a external SD card up to 64 gigabytes, which you can install all your apps on your SD card, and you still got plenty of room left over. About the performance of the phone, it's excellent, no problems. Everything works smooth with all the major apps like Netflix, Hulu Plus, Pandora. Same thing goes with Cricket, no issues. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, well, let me finish the Metro PCS. Metro PCS, what they did to give me. If you port your number from your current cellular carrier, they'll give you $50 just to port out the number. So you get the money back in a debit card. Plus the promo they have, the promo they have right now, they add, they'll give you an additional $20 for the rebate on the phone. So it's a pretty good deal. And then because I added 2 lines, instead of paying $40 per line, now I'm going to be paying $35 per line. So that gives me a little bit of room to actually add insurance to the phone, and they're going to charge me $5 per month. And if anything happens to the phone, all I got to pay is $35 deductible, and they give me another brand new phone. They don't even bother on fixing it. They just give you another phone. Quality on the phone, I mean, you have like you don't expect a big high-end phone, but for the for our needs, I think that's a very good phone. To me, I don't see any difference between Galaxy S2 except the size of the screen, which is the screen is larger on a Galaxy S2. This one is a little bit smaller, but it does everything. You can make your fonts bigger and everything. You know, the whistle. You can research online, you know, about the specs for the Galaxy Exhibit from Cricket, and you can see it's loaded with a lot of features. Going back to Cricket, the other thing I like about Cricket is that they give you free music. That thing is called the Move, M-U-V-E. You can download the music for free, and it doesn't take your data, you know, because it's part of their program. So that was the other incentive why I moved to Cricket. And the other second thing I did is because I didn't know how Metro will work, so I didn't want to move all my carriers to the same carrier. So now I have 2 carriers, and both of them are working pretty good. The only reason I didn't choose Virgin Mobile, as I first stated, is because they Metro PCS had this promotion, and I figure, you know, that, you know, why not take advantage of it? You know, since we're all trying to save some money. So, you know, there you go. 2 Metro PCS, 1 Cricket. So, and when it comes to save money, you know, I feel much better because now I'm no longer in a contract with neither company. Sprint, it's gone. And you know what I did with Sprint? In order not to lose my number, because I was kind of like a deadline, what I did, I called them and I said, you know what, I want to keep my number, but I'm going to move to the next period. And they tried to nail me with the $90 a month plan. So I told them, no, I can't do that. It's way too much. So finally, after, you know, having, you know, few words, I told them, you know what about the family plan? Remember I spoke about that? Well, and then again, there you go. They charged me $55 for the line, and they gave me 1 gigabyte of data. But they told me if I add another person, that 1 gigabyte data has to be split, you know, with the other person, which is, you know, I already talked about that, you know, and I don't want to go any further into the detail. But anyway, what I did is like that. I just buy a little bit of time, and what I did, as soon as I had the money, I did pour out my number to Cricket, and that's it, you know. So I didn't pay a lot for, you know, for that. So I'll suggest you guys, if you guys don't want to be on a 2-year contract, you know, go to these prepaid services. They're pretty good, at least in my area. I don't know about your area if they're good. Probably you guys have other carriers, but let's unite and let's put an end to these 2-year contract nonsense. Because I mean, phones, as you can see, they sell it to you for $500, $600, $700. You know, when you buy a nice piece of phone. But guess what? After 2 years, you're trying to sell the same phone to another carrier. They're only trying to give you pennies on the dollar. I asked how much will they give me for my Galaxy S2. They told me, well, we'll give you $30 for your Galaxy S2. I had an iPhone, you know, we all know what iPhones are expensive, and I asked them, how much will you give me for my iPhone? They told me if your phone is in mint condition, we'll only give you $40. So, you know, you'll see what I'm getting at. Why pay $500, $600, $700 for a phone when in reality they don't cost that much? You know, we're gonna do a little bit of sacrifice. You want a high-end phone? Well, you know, get into a prepaid company and then save. Put your, you know, your money on the side, and then when you have the money, then you can buy that nice luxury phone and stay with the prepaid without having to be in a 2-year contract. I think the 2-year contract is a thing of the past. And you know, and the reason is because big companies are buying out these other companies so that they can, you know, gather the customers that are moving to prepaid. Well, thanks for watching, and then again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, and I'll be glad to answer all your questions. Thank you. Till next time.